Alicia. I'm your intuitive justice hope. You got oh, I said intuitive justice hope, but I'm really your intuitive justice reader. I provide clarity, enlightenment, confirmation to situations and circumstances that you could be picking up on in your energy field. Y'all, I am literally looking. I don't know what this is. Y'all tell me what this is. Look at this. Oh yeah, I can't see it. Never mind. It's like a chemical trail right here, literally right in front. It's like just one line, like literally just one line of, I don't know what that is. It's just sitting there. All right. But anyway, good evening. Good evening. Let me just welcome you in and thank you for being a part of this community in whatever capacity, whether you're spending time here with me. I don't take it lightly. If you're a member here, I welcome you and I appreciate you being here as well as you being a supporter. Remember to hit the notification bell so you guys could be alerted as to when I go live. Because right now, for some reason, I do not have a schedule, okay? So you got to catch me when you can. Let's go ahead and see what kind of energy. I'm sorry, I'm out. I'm out near the pool, you guys, and the kids are out today. So I hope you guys can hear me. Okay. Let's go ahead and tap in. Let's see, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Ancestors of the highest white light. Please allow me to channel only the messages of the highest white light. Anything not of the highest white light, please close and shut that door respectfully. Archangel Michael, please protect my energy, the energy of my loved ones, and those that are viewing the messages now and in the live replays. I'm seeing entrapment when it comes to, I'm seeing trapped. This is a collective reading. All right, I'm not taking any personals. When I get offline, you guys, I will be online to take personals, but I'm not taking live personals right now. But if you click the link in the bio when this ends, I will be open to taking calls tonight until 11 p.m. Pacific time, okay? So I will be on live to take calls. But yeah, this is a collective, you guys, and I'm picking up on a collective group of energies here who you feel delayed, you feel stuck when it comes to finances, okay? There's something here with the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Pentacles that could insinuate some type of entrapment of independence, entrapment of financial reward, entrapment of stability. And I'm not exactly sure what that means, okay? But I do see it. I just wanted to validate that for anybody that could be feeling that could be picking that up at this time. I'm also seeing a tower here, okay, to a seducer, okay? Somebody here who has a seducing spirit, okay? I'm also picking up on a Sadducee spirit. Take it as it resonates. I did not bring my other phone out here. Again, let me just channel for a second. Let me see what we got in the energy. Yeah, I'm picking up a seducer here, okay? I'm picking up seducers, okay? And Spirit said they're connected to Sadducees, okay? And I'm not exactly sure what the meaning of a Sadducee is, okay? But that's what I heard. Take it as it resonates. But these seducers are connected to Sadducees. And what they're doing here is they're attempting to seduce Eight of Cups energy, mother figure energies, Eight of Cups. Because they're loving, they're kind, they're nurturing, they're giving. Ace of Swords, so Spirit said that's the truth. All right, so we have a collective group of energies, you guys, okay? So if you are somebody's mother, if you are somebody's sister, somebody's daughter, if you are somebody's husband, somebody's brother, okay? If you are somebody's friend and you're a masculine, I think you should just be aware of this energy, okay? That there is a collective group of seducers that are connected to Sadducees, okay? This could be religious communities, religious peoples here. These seducers could be used by these seducers could be used by these Sadducees for whatever type of narratives or games that the Sadducees like to play, because I can't understand why Sadducees would be around seducers, okay, those that act out of immoral energies, but it could be to block communication. So we could be dealing with some cock blockers out here, all right? We could be dealing with some Sadducees, some Pharisees, some religious figures that are using seducers to cock block divine unions. All right, let's see what we got out here. Tell me, show me what we have out here, Holy Spirit. Okay, look, what I tell y'all. It's a woman and a man in competition. These Sadducees are competing with Queen of Cups matriarchal energies. This is sad. This is sad for power. Look at that, Four of Pentacles, for power. On this Four of Pentacles card, it says power. Now, I don't know. I'm just reading the energy. I don't know why there would be Sadducees, religious leaders, competing with matriarchal mother figure energies for power. I don't know. You may know that. You may know more than me on that, right? You may know more than me because you guys study. You guys are smart. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking study. I just read the fucking energy. You guys, y'all the ones with the discernment and shit. Religious leaders are competing with Queen of Cups. Why, y'all? I don't know. Like, I be in my own little world, in my own little bubble. Okay? But that's what we have. For power. What's this Four of Pentacles for power? This is crazy. This is sad. Why do I always gotta get the political out of the world type energy readings? Why I can't read about Becky giving blowjobs to Bob? You know what I'm saying? Why I can't be picking up on your baby daddy got another girl pregnant energy? Why I always gotta pick up on these political psyops and these organized, disenfranchised opportunities? Like, this is crazy. Men competing with women. That's a woman, that's a man. You got men trying to strong arm women out here. Four of Pentacles could have something to do with finances. It could have something to do with these men struggling financially because the Four of Pentacles is also scarcity, right? It's also saving, all right? So you could have these men strong arming women over finances. These religious leaders, you can have men competing with women over finance. This is quite diabolical. Spirit, show me this Four of Pentacles. Look, the Magi, the Magician. The men are competing with these mother figures over manifestations. You got men competing with women because they are divine feminines. They can't help it, men. Whoever these Sadducees religious leaders are, that's attached to these seducers, these incubus, succubus energies, the woman can't help being a woman. That's her divine feminine energy that you're attempting to compete with. That's something she's born with. That's her spiritual inheritance. That's her genetic makeup. That's her DNA. That's the special way that God made her. She cannot help it. The things that you guys are competing with this woman for, or these women for, your wife should have it. Your daughter should have it. Your mother should have it. Your sister should have it. And if they don't, then you don't have no divine women in your family. So therefore, that's telling me you got to compete with women outside of your own organization and your own circle and your own family because you don't have no divine feminines in your family. Because the Queen of Cups matriarchal energy is what we're born with. Loving, nurturing, kindness, giving. That's the manifestation energy because we operate in the frequency of love. We can't help it. So whoever this person is, or these Sadducees, is telling me that they either want to control every divine feminine energy around them, or they don't have no divine feminine energies around them. Show me these Five of Wands energies. Show me these Sadducees. Show me the Sadducees. Okay, these are men who are getting backdoored by men. Okay, this is diabolical what I'm picking up on here. Okay, look, the Hermit in reverse. These are religious leaders, Sadducees, Pharisees that refuse to heal, refuse to take accountability, refuse to do introspection, refuse to do reflection, refuse to do retrospection. I'm talking about these are unhealed Sadducees. If somebody don't mind, if you really, can you put a very short meaning of Sadducees in the comment section for me? Can you put a short meaning of Sadducees in the comment section for me if I have someone here that don't mind doing that? But yeah, these are unhealed Sadducees energies. Okay, they could be, like I said, ministry, pastors, people in the fold. These could be masons. These could be people that portray to be good men of the patriarchal energy. These could be father figure energies, uncles. Okay, and they're competing with the feminine energy for power, for their own feminine energy. And you know, let me tell you how mental this is why a lot of these men in their unhealed state is mentally having mental challenges, because if these men were not misogynistic and if these men were not narcissistic, they would tap into their own divine feminine energy and they wouldn't need to compete with the woman. But because there's an imbalance and a chemical imbalance and mother wounds, father wounds, women wounds inside of them, they refuse to accept the very thing in them that they're competing with an external force over. If they would put down their misogynistic ways, their narcissistic ways, and tap into the divine feminine energy within themselves, they would not have to fight these women for this power. But these are misogynistic men. These are men who are over masculine, toxic masculines. These are men who are heavy on the side of man. There's no balance here with their masculine and feminine energy. These men probably hate the feminine energy that resides in them, which ultimately breeds self-hatred, because they hate women so much they cannot accept the divine feminine energy within themselves. Okay, you know, a man has to hate himself, that he can't even accept himself. So therefore, he wants to compete and fight with anything that exhibits what he hates in himself, which is that divine feminine energy. Yeah, they're fighting these women for their own power, but this is a mental thing. This is also a demonic thing. This is also an entity and deity thing, because the very thing that they're fighting for, they have within themselves. This is crazy. This is sad and it's crazy. Okay? I'm telling you. Yep, look. I cannot make this shit up, y'all. Look what just popped out. I'm about to show y'all. Look what just popped out. You see the matriarch? Here it says matriarch. The matriarch. Here it's a woman, matriarch. And it popped right over the unhealed hermit. These are men who have mother wounds, feminine energy wounds, matriarchal mother wounds. The matriarch popped right out. So the mother that hurt them, the mother that caused an infliction, the mother who caused them to stay ungrateful, the mother who caused them to hate that self of themselves, the mother. Now everybody that represents mother energy is their enemy. This is sick and it's sad. These are men, Sadducees. These are people who get into ministry, get into leadership, get into religion. They are bullies. These are men who get into positions of power in order to oppress and suppress divine feminine energy because of what their mammies did to them. And they think every woman that they turn around and cause an injustice to is them getting back at their mammy. But I bet these same men walk around trying to treat their mammies like queens, when their mammies is the reason that they are in these positions. Yeah, look, matriarchal energy to the hermit in reverse. Unhealed mother wounds. This is sad. Show me the matriarch energy here. I cannot make this shit up, y'all. Look, my guides, look. You see the baby? That's the 9 of swords. You see the baby? The 9 of swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of swords in the baby. I'm telling you. And this hacked their system. Here's a hacker right here. This is what hacked these little boys. I'm telling you. The cruelty that was done while in their mother's care. I'm telling you, hack their whole fucking system. Hack their whole fucking system. Hack their whole system. Hack their whole system. Whatever they mammies did, hack their whole fucking system. Mother or female, take it. Look at these emperors. Father figures. I told you they was father figures, people in power. Judges, lawyers, okay? People in power. I'm telling you, with the Three of Wands, these are people who have expansion, some type of expansion. These are people who have some type of growth. These are people who claim spirituality. Some of these people are religious leaders. Some of these people are judges. Some of these people are fathers. And they have heavy, heavy, heavy tormented mother wounds is what I'm hearing. Heavy tormented mother wounds. Nine of Swords. Somebody's mother did something foul or allowed something foul to happen to them. Nine of Swords. And this has been causing mental clarity, mental anxiety, and issues for them for a very long time, you guys. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. The Emperor here with the Three of Wands energy here. I'm telling you. Dominate. Okay, I feel like this Emperor is the mother. These are men who dominate women because their mammies dominate them. Okay, this card right here says dominate. It's an emperor. The emperor is the mother who dominates these little boys, because that's what they are. They're grown ass men that's still little boys to their mammies. Yeah, they mothers dominate them. And then they turn around and try to dominate the collective, competing with the collective. This is a sick ass cycle here. All right, there's an emperor out here, okay? Why is this emperor out here with the Two of Wands? You rejected this Decepticon. Five of Swords. This is somebody here who wanted to win at all costs, but couldn't. Five of Swords in reverse, yeah. This is some type of Decepticon, okay? They wanted to win at all costs, Five of Swords, but it's in reverse. Tell me what's the Five of Swords in reverse? Because they couldn't see something here, okay? Because they were blocked. This masculine was blocked. I'm saying this Decepticon, whoever was trying to be deceptive in your energy, trying to win at all costs by deceiving the situation here, was blocked. Because this person was trying to dominate and hack you. The very thing that they mammies do to them is the same things that they trying to do to y'all. This is fucked up. Some of y'all need to tell these men to go to fucking therapy. Okay? These men have some sick ass mothers. Well, I don't know what the mother did. Let me not say they sick. But whatever they have, these mothers have done to these men, they have internalized it. Okay? Yeah. And this emperor tried to be deceptive with you, okay? This person tried to win at all costs when it came to you, and they got blocked. Two of Swords, Seven of Swords. They were being sneaky, okay? Could have been trying to steal something, time, energy, and or money. Take it as it resonates with the Seven of Swords. Two of Swords and the Five of Swords is a Seven of Swords, okay? Yeah. This person broke the heart of the universe, okay? This person let down, you know, this person, what's the universe out here for? What's the universe trying to say about this emperor? Okay, this person, yeah, this person was supposed to give up this lifestyle of pleasure, sex addictions, okay? Out there being frivolous with their body, because this addictive energy is, you know, is what they use for the pain, that mother wound. I don't know what happened in this person's youth, okay? Like I said, you could book a personal. We could kind of discover what happened with this emperor. But this emperor was supposed to reject this Six of Cups, somebody from their past that they look up to, or that teaches them something. This person that they're connected to is coming out as like an educator. So it's telling me that this person, this emperor, feels like they could have learned something from this Six of Cups in reverse. Like they could have learned something. Like this person could have taught this masculine something here. And yeah, about money. So this person could have taught them something about money, or promised them something about some money. Yeah, but the spirit is saying this person should have let this person from the past go, and not Yeah, because something has came to light here regarding this Three of Cups energy, this abundance here, or a group, take it as it resonates. Something has came to light. This Emperor has found out something, figure out something. Okay, when it comes to this person, yeah, this person could be going through something here, because I'm seeing like somebody took a lot of losses. Okay, this Emperor has taken a lot of losses here by going in this direction. Okay, yeah, because this person was supposed to heal this mother wound. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all, no matter what we wish these masculines heal. We tired of watching y'all bleed, walking around bleeding over everybody, and you know, the words that you speak, the thing, we're tired. Like, we really want you to heal. We really want you. And I feel like this is what spirit was wanting. That's why this person had to learn a lesson here with the moon energy in reverse. They have clarity as to why they're in the current situation that they are in. Okay, they could be out in the cold. Okay, they could be experiencing a lot of stumbling blocks with this Nine of Wands energy. Fortitude, they could be trying to bounce back. Okay, they could have taken some type of loss, learned some type of lesson. Okay, moon energy in reverse. Yeah, about a Queen of Wands. Okay, they learned that you was just looking out for them. Okay, whoever you are, where you come into play. Okay, this person could have been trying to compete with you. This person could have been trying to cause some chaos and tension in your life. But now, either they're learning they should have defended you, or you was trying to defend them with the Queen of Wands energy, public defender energy. Maybe from some type of magic spell work, okay? Or being manipulated, or talking about manipulation here by somebody that was wearing a costume, okay? Yeah, you tried to tell somebody, you could have tried to warn somebody is what I'm hearing, and instead this person looked at you as competition. Yep, because this is their mother wound, I'm telling you. Especially if this person had a mother who tried to correct them. Something in you, something about you triggered this person and triggered that mother wound. It triggered that person, and it's like that person just went into this spiral. I mean, they really came up against you in terms of competition. Five of Wands. I don't know what happened this year with this person, but they were wrestling. You guys got into some type of spiritual or energetic wrestling match here. This person tried to create a narrative here. Maybe could have said that you were dominating. It's giving projection energy. Whatever this person was doing in terms of bullying or however, this person could have projected this. They were trying to create some type of narrative about you as to why you separated from them, or they separated from you, or yeah, this person tried to create a narrative about you here. They could have said they got bored with you because you wanted something from them, or you wanted money, or you only wanted them for what they could give you here. But why was this person competing with the collective? Because they're a traitor. Point blank period. They're a traitor. And they were cooking up something. Okay, this person was coming into your life on with the wrong intentions from the jump. Okay, this person came in the gate with the wrong intentions. This person wanted to appear that they had some boundaries. This person wanted to appear they had their shit together. This person wanted to appear like they had some type of power, or maybe they were in control, or maybe they were even balanced, but this person came in with some intentions that weren't the best when it came to you here. Yeah, this person came in juggling Two of Pentacles, their finances, or juggling you with the third party, or just basically maybe not even prioritizing you at all with the Two of Wands. This person maybe wasn't even prioritizing you at all, okay? That's what I'm getting here. Hey, my love. Hey, EXO. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like collective, Basically, what I'm saying is a lot of you are going to find out that for whatever reasons, and I'm not going to go in here, as you guys can see, I'm losing my lighting. For whatever reasons, you got Sadducees. I heard Sadducees that hang around a bunch of seducing spirits, incubus, succubus spirits, okay? Masculine or feminine, take the roles as they resonate. And they send these energies or they connect to these energies for some reason. And I'm getting that the reason is to bring you guys into some type of romantic connection in order to block you in some type of way. Because when this person came in, I don't feel like this person's intentions was the best. This person came in with the intention to deceive you. And again, this is because they wanted to fight for some type of power. The Four of Pentacles, which didn't speak exactly of what didn't speak clearly of what power it was talking about. But there is some type of power that somebody in here holds that these people are competing with you for. Okay, I don't know if it's finances. I don't know if it's manifestation. I don't know if it's attraction, the law of attraction. I don't know what it is that you got going on, but you're in this power play position energetically, and these people or this person was fighting you for it. Point blank, period. They were fighting you for it. Yeah. Yeah, the seducer. Yeah, because they wanted to cause an injustice. They wanted justice, so they wanted to cause you some injustice. And the only way to close out this cycle with you, okay, was to seduce you, okay, lie to you, okay, or keep some type of truth from you. But I swear, you guys, I'm normally like up on it when it comes to like the reason why. I'm usually able to read into I cannot, for the love of me, see why this seducer wants to or came into your life. But I do know this person is associated with a Sadducee spirit. And I do know this person had the wrong intentions. I do know that they were blocked from being deceptive. You could have caught on. You could have been warned. You could have discerned. This could be somebody you care about. This could have been somebody that you gave good advice. But this person tried to trap you. This person tried to delay you. This person could have even tried to victimize you. Even though you were loving, nurturing, and kind to this person. Something about your stability, something about your finances. Four of Pentacles. And so what I'm going to say to you, if you guys feel powerful, if you guys feel like you're in your power at this time, you're grounded, you're centered, if you feel like, you know, you've gotten a foot onto things, like you finally got a hold of things in your life and things seems to be working out, that could even be power. The fact that you're at peace, the fact that you have joy, the fact that, you know, that you're not depressed, you're not tripping over nothing, that could be power. What's this Four of Pentacles? So Traitor came back out. Give me something on this. Thank you. What I'm getting here with this Traitor to this Princess of Cups, which is like this costume energy with this Traitor energy. Somebody here, it's like you're a shapeshifter. Okay, this is the power that I'm talking about, right? Your spiritual gifts, you being able to shapeshift, you being able to it's like you being able to fit whatever scene it is. You fit in wherever you go, you know? You look good wherever you go. You can, you know, you're the type of person, you can go to the Hamptons. You could also go to the Project Reunion, you know? You somebody that can eat tea, you know, drink tea in the hills. you know, or you're somebody here that can go to a golf course, you know. It's this costume energy, like you being able to fit in anywhere. And I just don't think this person has that capability. I think that's a power of yours that some of you have. You have the ability to adapt, you know? You have the ability to adapt in any given situation, and somebody can't do that. That's another form of power that I'm picking up somebody has here. Yeah, it's like you can cook up something. It's like baby, you could make a meal out of for $10, whoever you are. It's like you could make a whole gourmet family meal for $20 here. It's like you do a lot with a little, you know? It's like you do a lot with a little. It's like that's a power. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand how powerful that is? Being able to do a lot with a little. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so I feel like this traitor, and I'm calling this person a traitor, is because you didn't have any bad intentions for this person. This person is a traitor because they didn't treat you right. Because of a mother wound, this person turned on you because you had something, or you have something that they don't have, which is the ability to adapt, the ability to fit in. You're liked wherever you go. You were cooking up something. You have the ability to cook up something. See, whoever you are, it's like, this is what I'm getting. This is what I'm picking up. Whoever you are, it's like, you can go to the ball like Cinderella, and then once the ball is over, you take that dress off, you go back to your life. You know, you go back to every day. You're not sitting in la la land about what you partook in the night before, even if you did go to the ball and meet the prince. The next day, you still go back into your real life and you're okay. I'm also picking up on some of you guys here. You have the ability to just let shit roll off your shoulders. You have the ability to just let shit roll off your shoulders. Shit don't work out. You're not soaking. You're not sitting around, complaining. It rolls off your shoulder and you right back on to the next thing. That's a power. That's a superpower. You guys don't even understand how powerful you are. When you don't allow things to impact you, that's a power. It's like you don't get bored with disconnection. It's like you're not phased when people disconnect from you, or when you have to disconnect from people, or at least it doesn't seem like it anyway. You could have walked away from this person and you're not phased by it. Yeah, the Four of Cups. You walked away. You got bored with a situation and or circumstance. You got tired of somebody wearing a mask, or, switching shit up. Yeah, you got tired of somebody trying to dominate. It's like, yeah, this person was trying to dominate you, trying to bully you, trying to control you, trying to, control you. Whether you're a masculine, whether you're a feminine, take it as it resonates. Yeah. This person is disappointed because you wouldn't let them dominate you. This person is disappointed because you wouldn't let them control you, because you wouldn't let them block you, because you wouldn't let them dominate you, oppress you, suppress you. Yeah, while they go out and deal in third-party situations and have these sex addictions and rituals, okay, somebody's dealing with a younger energy, okay? Somebody's dealing with a young girl, okay, while trying to unite with the ancestors, okay? Spirit is telling me to tell you that whoever you're in a connection with, or whoever tried to dominate, they're in a relationship or connection with a younger girl while trying to connect with the ancestors, okay? That's relative or important for some reason, because I think that's relevant to the ancestors. Was putting that out there because I don't know why that came up, but it came up just like that. Somebody's out here messing with a young girl or a young dude while trying to connect with the ancestors. That's what's being said here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm hearing that's a misrepresentation. Okay, that's a misrepresentation here. All right, yeah, it's a misrepresentation. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. This person don't see. They're being blocked. This is why they're being blocked. This is why they're being blocked from being able to adapt to this game. Okay? So whoever this person is that's dealing with this younger girl or guy that's attempting to connect with the ancestors, Spirit is saying this person is blocked, okay, from adapting to this game. Yep, look, the Ten of Pentacles, they block. How you gonna go and try to build wealth with a child or with a young girl who's inexperienced and then put it on the ancestors and the legacy? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. The ancestors, come on. This motherfucker. This motherfucker. I told y'all, it's a collective group of men attached to these Sadducee spirits that like young girls, and they send in these seducers to you, trying to cock block you, destiny swap with you with these young inexperienced girls because they can control them, they can dominate them. The ancestor says not happening. Ancestor said not happening. Y'all better quit misrepresenting them ancestors out there. That's why y'all getting y'all ass toe up. This man's been blocked from a motherfucking Ten of Pentacles. This is generational wealth right here. Okay, somebody got blocked from generational wealth, trying to put a young girl in an ancestral legacy spot with inexperience. You know that young girl is not gonna represent them ancestors correctly, dude. What the fuck do y'all be smoking? Is he on drugs? Let me know. If y'all know who I'm talking about, is this person doing some type of narcotic? Is this person on something? Put one in the chat. Let me know. He gotta be. He gotta be. Either he's on some type of shrooms or something. You want to put a young girl. See, we don't care that you dating a young girl. Date the young girl. That's not the problem. Baby, do what you gotta do. But you can't create an illusion like that young girl can build an ancestral legacy. Now you being delusional now. Now get off that shit you smoking. Okay, you need to get off that shit you smoking, and you need to put the alcohol down, and you need to be in reality, sir. You trying to make these Sadducees, these religious Pharisees are trying to put these young girls in ancestral leadership positions so that they can dominate and them control them, okay? Y'all fucking crazy, okay? These motherfuckers is competing with matriarchal energies in order to put these young girls in positions of matriarchal position so that they can dominate. When have you ever been able to control and dominate a matriarch? This tells me that a lot of these people on that shit. Y'all can't tell me a lot of these people ain't on that shit. A lot of these people, they got to be on that shit. They gotta be fucking with that shit. They gotta be high. That's some high shit. A lot of these people got to be with that booger sugar and some more other shit. Okay? These Sadducees and these men that's trying to force these young girls into these matriarchal positions ahead of their time, they on that shit. They on that shit. They on that shit. You can't tell me they ain't on that shit. You trying to put a young girl, I see it every day, all on my timeline. I see these young girls attempting to be matriarchs because they got 4, 5, 6, 7 kids and a man who take care of them. Okay, and I'm not knocking the provider role and nothing, but you gotta, if you wanna be a matriarch, baby, that's a whole nother motherfucking ball game. Because you didn't spit out 5 kids out that coochie do not make you a matriarch. Okay, and I hate to see these men attempt to put these women in these positions because they can control them and they dominate them and they look real silly out here. They look so silly out here. It don't, marketability gone. It's not even marketable. The way it's not, it's not even, we don't believe you. We don't believe your wife is a matriarch. We don't believe it. We're not buying it. She's a wife. Yeah, we give her that. She's a mother. She may be a hell of a homemaker. She may be a hell of a spouse, but a matriarch she is not. And y'all really need to stop the bullshit, okay? Stop the bullshit. You know that woman that you laying next to have not near characteristics of a matriarchal energy, okay? Give it up, okay? So put the shit down, y'all smoking. Just stop it, okay? Y'all want women in matriarchal positions that y'all can dominate and control. And y'all gonna get y'all ass handed to y'all, okay, on a wooden pole. If you think for a second the feminine mother, Mother God, is going to allow you to try to control the narrative of this energy by inserting people in positions, okay, so that you can dominate and control, you got to be a motherfucking fool. Okay? And that's exactly what these religious leaders and these seducing spirits are doing. You at the club every motherfucking night. You drinking every other motherfucking day. You hoeing every other motherfucking night. And you want to tell me you and your woman is matriarchal, patriarchal energy? Ooh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Look at the shrimp card. Look at that. Look at that. That's what a matriarch is. You see that? Y'all can't see that. Hold on. Let me show you. Hold on. Hold on. It's a woman holding the mouth open of a lion. That's a matriarch. See what I'm saying? The lion ain't taming the woman. The woman is taming the lion, the king of the jungle, the beast. A matriarch tames the beast. A matriarch tames, you see what I'm saying? And that's okay. Your woman, as a man, should be able to bring you to a centered place, to a grounded place. Your woman should be able to calm the beast within you. It makes you balanced. That's what makes you in the center, masculine, feminine. When your woman comes in and you trust her enough to calm you, to calm that masculine energy. You trust her enough to calm you, to center you, to tame you, right? But misogynist, narcissistic men can't do that because remember, their mother tried it and she wounded them. Remember? The mother tried it. The mother tried to tame them, calm them, center them, and she used the wrong thing and it turned out to be abusive. So now when their woman comes in and attempts to provide that beautiful divine energy that calms them, and instead of receiving it as the balancing act to them being over masculine, they look at it as a threat because their mom used that energy to abuse them. So abused men by their mothers cannot be tamed by divine feminine energy. He will look at her as an enemy and therefore attempt to go to war with her. And that's what we identify as a mother wound. We can notice it masculine. We know when you are harboring mother wounds and women wounds. We know by the amount of women you sleep with. No, you're not a player. You're hurting. No, you sleep with that many women. You have that many. You're hurting. Somebody hurt you. And it's your mammy. Okay? And so instead of taking your problems, instead of taking your problems out of them, go talk to your mammy. Hold your mammy accountable and stop making her feel like she's a princess and a boss. You know, go pull your mammy to the side and say, look, bitch, you fucked me up. But see, they too scared. They're too timid, right? They, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, instead of being, and then they'll come to you, the person that did nothing to them, and then they'll exert everything that they should go tell their bitch ass mammies. Excuse my French, but it's the honest to God truth. What they should go tell their mammies, they come and project that on you. Why they won't go tell their mammy they ain't shit, they hurt them. And then your mama's walking around with the big head and you timid and it's just a mess, okay? It's just a mess, all right? And that's unfortunate, okay? When a man cannot trust the woman he loved to calm him, to calm his nervous system, to calm his, calm his nerves, to ease him, to relax him. Okay, there's no need to be the warrior. There's no need to be, put on this armor around me. I'm not your mother. I'm not going to use it against you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your mother. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not your mother. You know? It ain't even the feminine that hurt them. It's the mama. Look, baby, I'm not your mammy. I'm not going to use the things that you tell me against you. I'm not going to use, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, so you got a bunch of them out here. Sadducees sending in these seducing spirits. These are hurt men. A whole bunch of hurt ass men. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's disappointed. They're shame. These are men who carry shame and grief and loss, and they don't heal it. They just walk around and put masks over every day and have sex to sleep it away. They have some type of shame. 5 of Cups energy. Life's disappointments. Okay? These are men who have been through a lot of disappointments, a lot of losses. They've grieved. These are men who are also have some type of shame. Okay? Yeah, look, the magicians. These are master manipulators. Okay? That hold grief, shame, loss. And what do they say? What's the saying here, right? What's they saying? Hurt people, right? Grieving people grieve, right? And that's what we have. Okay? We have these master manipulator, magician energies. They could be doing spell work. They could be doing rituals. Okay? They ain't innocent out here with the magician energy. And the thing about the magician, normally in the tarot, in the normal tarot, this is not the normal tarot, but in the normal tarot, the magician has all of the resources that they need, right? The magician has all of the resources that they need, right? So the magician isn't always bad. The magician is resourceful. The magician is, has abilities, has skills, has talents, right? But this magician, whoever this magician is, what they have is grief, loss, and shame. This is not an energy that has resources. This is one that is built off of losses and grief. Where is this magician's resources? Where is this, magician's, network? What is this magician building off of if their foundation is built in grief, shame, and loss? Right? A person whose foundation is built in grief, shame, is lost, they don't have nothing, no resources. The only thing they can do is manipulate things in their favor, with words or, promises. This person has no resources. They don't have an Ace of Pentacles. In the tarot, the magician has the Ace of Pentacles, it has the Ace of Wands, it has the Ace of Swords. The magician has all of these resources. This person showing up as the magician with the 5 of Cups. No resources. All this person had was you. Okay? All this person, when this person sit down and think about it, because I'm still seeing this Strength card here with this person, all you did was trying to calm this person, the beast. All you did was trying to calm this person's nervous system. You see this person's mouth is open. That means they were either hunting, or they were roaring, okay? They were complaining or something like that. And you were just trying to calm this beast energy. You was just trying to call it, it's going to be okay. You was just trying to make this person feel better or something like that. And whoever this magician is, all they had was you. Like, this person is sitting back and thinking about this 5 of Cups. All they had was you. Look, you were advocating for this person. This person is sitting back, because this says advocate, activist, and this is the Strength card. All you was doing was trying to advocate for this person. Tell this person, give this person wisdom, information. You could have been warning this person about something. You could have been trying to calm this person down. You could have been trying to, soothe this person. Whatever it is, you were advocating for this person, whoever you are here. Yeah, this father figure energy. You were trying to show this person how to stand in their power and how to create boundaries. With the Emperor energy here, And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like you was trying to show this person how to create boundaries and how to stand up for themselves when it came to mothers or whoever in their life here. Yeah, you saw this in person as an emperor. You could have saw this person as somebody that had power, or somebody here that stood in their power. You could have saw this person like that. Maybe that you saw the potential. Yeah, the Three of Wands. You saw this person's potential, expansion, because the Three of Wands is expansion or ships coming in. You saw what this person could be, the Emperor. Yeah. But Spirit is saying this person feels ashamed for being sneaky. Okay, this person feels ashamed for being sneaky. They lost you for being sneaky. This person could be grieving behind something. Yeah, look, this person was wearing a costume. They weren't being their true self. Yeah, they were being sneaky. They were hiding who they truly were. Yeah. And I'm going to just say, yeah, this person was competing with you, the Five of Wands. This person was causing tension. Person trying to control you. Person was even trying to block you. This person even sabotaged this connection by giving somewhere else or breadcrumbing you here for a new beginning. Yeah, this person went and got married. This person could have went and got married on you. Yeah, thinking that they were going to be successful while ignoring their intuition. This person could have went and even got married. I told you, because these people are trying to put other feminine energies in matriarchal positions. So this person went and offered someone else a commitment. They could have went and got married, like I said. Yeah, Queen of Cups. And they lost you, okay? They've lost you. Here's the Queen of Cups. The one that had love for them or something like that, okay? This person competed, put you in a third-party competition. This person got married. This person left, whatever. Yeah, so what's the problem here? What's the outcome? This person is not going to heal. This person is not going to change. This person is not going to, this person ain't going to change. This person is not changing. This person is not doing the work. This person is with an Empress in reverse, or this person could see you as an Empress in reverse. They could see you as, a bad mother, but I don't think so. I think this person is with an Empress in reverse, okay? Spirit said this person chose an Empress in reverse. Eight of Pentacles, this person chose to work with an Empress in reverse. The same type of person like their mother. This person ended up cooking up. This person, they have a baby on the way, okay? This person is pregnant. So this Empress in reverse is pregnant. The person they decided to work with is pregnant, okay? This is why this person is coming out as an emperor, because they're a father. So they could have a child together, or this person could be pregnant, or they could have children together. Yeah, this person's pregnant. This person's married, okay? Eight of Cups. This person wants to walk away from this marriage. This person wants to walk away from this connection. But I don't know. They blocked, y'all. They're blocked. Two of Swords. This person is blocked. They want to call a truce with you, but they're blocked, y'all. They're going through a tower, or something's changing. You got new love. You got another love. Two of Cups. Okay, something's changing because you have a new love offer. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, a new love opportunity. Okay, wow. All right, yeah. Something's about to be able to be made fair when it comes to your marriage, when it comes to your legacy, your Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, because remember, whoever that person was, they were blocked from the Ten of Pentacles. This masculine has been blocked from their Ten of Pentacles, y'all. And I feel like whoever you are, you get it. You get the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. And it's all about who they decided to work with and how and what they did. Yeah. Yeah, being sneaky. They lost you, but they lost more than just like you. Like they lost someone that would help them tame themselves, to, you know, to help them learn how to have boundaries and to hold their power. And like you were advocating for this person, you really believed in this person, you know. You could have, like I said, spoke up on this person's behalf, or you could have told this person something. And whatever it was, it was facts, because I'm seeing paper here, but it could have been the truth here or something like that here. Okay? I mean, you tried to tell this person. Yeah. But they decided to end this connection and cook up something somewhere else. Yeah, this person traded. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This person decided to give justice elsewhere. And I'm telling you, I don't think this person in the back of their mind was even seeing that they were being controlled or programmed by these Sadducees energies. This person could have been getting information from these Sadducees, or this person could have been talking to these Sadducees, okay? Not knowing that these Sadducees had an agenda, because these Sadducees are competing with matriarchal energies for power and control over what? What do these people want power and control over? The ability to steal. Seven of Swords is in reverse. Okay? I'm telling you, they want the ability to be sneaky. They want the ability to steal time, energy, and or money. So they're using these young matriarchal energies to steal their energy. Are they using these young girls or these young guys for their energy? Is that why they want? Because, yeah, they can dress them up. They can mold them. Yeah. Debauchery, morality. Yeah. And then they could dress them up. Yeah, like an illusion. They can create an illusion with these younger energies. And while siphoning their energy. So they can paint them to control them and dominate them while siphoning their energy. See, y'all not about to let these men siphon y'all's energy. Y'all not about to sit around and let these men and women siphon y'all energy. But with this costume and this art energy, if these men dress these women up, or if these women dress these men up, right? Dress them, buy them some clothes, right? Dress them up. You know, take them to a couple of places where they got to wear nice things, right? That's them giving them something in exchange to dominate and control them and siphon their energy. Yeah. That's the moon. That's what's hidden. Yeah. Yeah. That's what's hidden. These, like, build a people. Yeah. Build a people. Yeah. Since they can't ruin you, Ten of Swords, they can't defeat you. Ten of Swords, they can't end you. Then they'll attempt to deceive the people. It's like they'll attempt to deceive the people. Yeah, they can't end you. They can't, you know, so they're going to deceive the people. They're going to create these illusions, these narratives, these psyops. It's going to be like a massive confusion campaign. So people can't tell who the real matriarchs is and who they aren't. It's going to be a lot of confusion that's going to happen in the coming days here is what I'm seeing. Yeah, the game master. This is how they're going to attempt to play chess, you guys. All right? This is how they're going to attempt to play chess. They're going to attempt to play chess by causing confusion. All right? An illusion. We can see it right now, right? Quiet on the Quick. Okay, look, let me give you a prime example. Pay the fuck attention to these celebrities. Now we got Saucy Santana, right? With Quiet on the Creek, right? Quiet on the Creek, right? It's they ushering in that silence thing, right? That these seducers, right, can put people back into silence. So as long as Saucy dressed up, looking good, he's silent, say nothing, right? That's the same thing they're going to do with these destiny swappers. Dress them up, put them in these positions, and they can't say nothing, silence. And it's also ushering in that whatever goes on in our house stays on in our house, right? It's that same Sadducee, seducing, seduction spirit energy. That's P-foul. It's that same P-foul energy, right? It's that same P-foul energy. It's that same manipulation energy, that quiet, don't say nothing, don't speak up, don't be loud, right? Because that's what the matriarch does. The matriarch regulates shit. The matriarch runs shit, right? Right. So what do? They get with the rainbow community and tell you to shh, be quiet, don't say nothing, right? Quiet on the creek. As long as you got something popping, it feel good, it look good, be quiet, shut up, right? Well, that's not what matriarchs do. Matriarchs set the tone, they set shit straight, right? See, you see the agenda here? That's that Sadducee energy to put the quietness back. No more talking about what goes on with this and that. That's why they got to trick them out, okay? Buy you whatever it is that they need for you guys to fit the narrative, as long as you don't say nothing. But this is that confusion energy. Everybody goes along to get along, and now you're confused as to what is what. Is it quiet on the creek, or are we supposed to be speaking up and setting our, is it to be quiet, or do we talk, do we be scammers, or do we do legit business, right? Because you got Young Miami, right? Young Miami scammers, whatever her song is. But Spirit told us that there's no honor among thieves, right? Ain't that what Spirit told us? There's no honor among thieves. If the thief is caught, he must pay up to 7 times 7, up to his whole household, if the thief is caught, right? But no, what they're going to do is come in and create an illusion and make it think it's okay to steal. Why? Because the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Now we're going to have more thieves than ever. Why? Because Spirit said there's no honor among thieves. But the world is going to tell you there's plenty of honor among thieves. That's that illusion. That's that confusion that I'm telling you about. When it's popular among the world, and Spirit said it do not go, the matriarchal energy is not popular. It's not popping, okay? All right? That is not a popular thing. And because you got these men competing with this matriarchal energy, all these illusions are coming out. All these illusions is coming out. But I already told you guys, that's because the fallen angels know that their time is short. Okay? These fallen angels, they know their time is short. So they're going to use these seducers, these unhealed energies, these people that refuse to take accountability. They're going to use these people that don't want to do any retrospection, okay, to do their dirty work. It breaks my heart to see men competing with women. It breaks my heart. And that's how I know we in the last days. It's not going to get no better. Spirit said the world is going to get so evil that Spirit is going to have to speed up the time. That time is going to be sped up because the world is going to be so full of evil. And you know the world got to be evil when men start competing with women visibly. Now we know it's probably always been like that. But to see the Sadducees send in seduction spirits as a plot and ploy to compete with matriarchal energy for power, we in a dangerous position right now, you guys, okay? Because we got religious leaders that are throwing rocks and hiding their hands. We got people that's going to be throwing rocks and hiding their hands. And if you don't know the energy that's going on, you're going to be confused like a motherfucker out here, okay? Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Let me get out of here. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. All right. So, Ten of Swords. There's an ending out here. Okay. There's an ending out here, a ruin. Somebody has been ruined, okay, or they will be behind this thought process or behind behind this. Okay, Ten of Swords. Somebody's going to experience an ending. They already have, or they will. Take it as a resonance, child. What's the Ten of Swords out here, child? This Magician. All right, somebody's putting an end to it, or somebody's been defeated. This is why you get to move forward with the Six of Swords. Whoever you are, you get to move forward. This is how you get to move forward. Because this situation right here has ended. This has defeated somebody. And I'm just trying to tell you to understand this, whoever this magician is, like whoever this manipulator is, how did these individuals think that they would be able to manipulate the universe, the earth, from restoring matriarchal energy? I told you guys, and this is how you know nobody is teaching people right. Because the pastors will teach y'all all day long about everything in Revelations except this one thing I'm going to admit to you right now. The pastors have been teaching on Revelation for years except for this one thing right now. And that's Revelations 12:1. I saw a great sign in the heavens, a woman sitting with her foot on the moon, and and a crown of 12 stars up under the sun, and she was clothed in fine linen. That's Revelations 12:1. So you got a woman at the end in Revelations. We living in Revelations. We living in Revelations. Oh, well, we living in Revelations. Talk about the divine feminine energy in Revelations then. That if you go from 12:1 and you read to 19:7, it says that the bride has made herself ready. Revelations 12:1, it introduces the woman. Revelations 19, it introduces her as the wife, the bride of the groom. Why y'all don't talk about it? So the matriarch and patriarchal energy is going to work together at the end. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. The pastors don't teach on it. Nobody teaches on it, but it's right there. Oh, we gonna doom and gloom in the last days. But we ain't gonna see marriages. We ain't gonna see divine unions with the Alpha and the Omega coming together. Oh, they don't teach you that. They don't teach you that. Hell no, they ain't gonna teach you that. Because the Sadducees are competing with divine feminine energies with seduction spirit, incubus and succubuses. We know. We know that's really going on in the church. Tell the truth. You can see it. We can see it. We can see it. We can see y'all's wife. We see y'all. That's not a matriarchal energy first lady, baby. That is an incubus succubus first lady, child. That ain't no husband, child. That's an incubus succubus. Okay? Your pastor didn't teach y'all about that, did they? Tell the truth, y'all. Tell the truth. Let me know right now. Put a Y in the chat if you go to church and you heard your pastor talk about the woman in Revelation. You ain't heard that shit. You ain't heard about the woman in Revelations. Y'all ain't heard them people teach about that woman like that, let alone the bride and groom. The pastor tell y'all that the groom is Jesus and that the bride is the church. Bitch, how? Bitch, how? How the fuck is the church the motherfucking bride? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me he coming back for the church? So the husband coming back to hunch on the church? That man wants some punani. That man wants some punani. He don't want to be humping on no bunch of people in a building. He wants some punani. Because in the beginning, right? In the beginning, what did they say? Let's make man in our image. What? Both male and female. And then in the end, you telling me your pastor gonna tell you that it started out with the woman and the man, but it's gonna end with a motherfucking building? Y'all be sitting in there and y'all be letting them people talk to y'all like that. Y'all be sitting in there and y'all let them people tell y'all that the groom is coming back for the church. But six chapters prior to the wedding that we're invited to, by the way, 6 chapters prior to the wedding, it talks about the woman. She right there. Go look it up. Revelations 12:1. It's right there. But then your pastor somehow flew over the woman and landed on the church as the bride. And I'm incompetent and I'm the crazy one. When the woman is right there, six chapters or 6 verses before the marriage. She right there. And they said it was a great sign. I bet it is a great sign when the groom is coming back to a marriage to get his wife and we all invited. But somehow, yeah. Anyway, so y'all, this is the beautiful thing about it. This is my point in bringing this up is if you as a divine feminine need a foundation and a structure to stand on, okay? If you need facts to stand on, I just connected you with it. Okay, if you needed a fact, because these people will never invite me to their Bible classes or podcasts or I'm a demon, I'm a motherfucking witch, but I read and interpret everything, the same book. It's right there. It's right there. I read it though. See, I'm not like the church members that don't read the scripture, that only read it when pastor read it. No, baby. I read it and I study it because the Bible says to study to show thyself approved. Okay? And you can't tell me ever in life that a man is coming back to marry a building. Okay? Or a conglomerate of people. Get the fuck out of here. If that's the case, then everybody should be poly and pansexual. If what the pastor is saying true in terms of the groom coming back and the bride is the church, then don't that make Jesus pansexual? Because the church is full of children and men and women and dogs or cats, reptiles, grays, aliens, whatever, pedophile. So if Jesus is the groom and he's coming back and he's marrying the church, then wouldn't that make him pansexual? He's attracted to everybody. Women, children, men, goats, billy goats, pedophiles, the older women, the younger, older men. So he's pansexual. But clearly it said in the beginning, let's make man in our own image, both male and female. So we can already say that Jesus was not pansexual. But if what your pastor is saying true, then yes, Jesus would be pansexual. Is that what they're trying to insinuate? Is that the underlying program of why there's so many pansexuals and rainbow kids in the church anyway? Because maybe what they've been insinuating in terms of hiding the divine feminine energy is ultimately, intentionally, subconsciously programming the church in pansexualism? and homosexuality? Hmm? If you skip over the woman and you land right into the bride and groom, then haven't you been subconsciously programming your church members that Jesus is homosexual, pansexual? Maybe that's why it's rampant. Because maybe, just maybe, the fact that they're not identifying the Alpha and the Omega is ultimately subconsciously pre-programming their members to adopt pansexualism and homosexuality. And if that's the case, then accept the people in the church and stop shadow banning them, stop disrespecting them and disregarding them. And if you're gonna hold that position and open that door, okay? Then it would make it valid. I could see if these pastors didn't hate homosexuals so much or pretend to hate them, if they didn't pretend to hate and dislike the act, um, you know, but I think it's a lot of conspiracy. I think it's a lot of contradiction. And I think it's a lot of MK Ultra programming that they've done to the church. Hmm. Mm. Or maybe it's in the water, Nicole. But either way, my point is you cannot skip over the woman. No matter how many times these Sadducees, Pharisees, and corrupt religious leaders attempt to negate from the fact that they still won't tell you who that Revelations 12:1 woman is, and they've been subscribed to Christianity, Baptist, Kojic for many years, and not one of these theologians or schools have mastered the energy of the divine feminine because they won't even expose her identity. So not only do they want to suppress and oppress you as the matriarchal energy, they also have oppressed and suppressed the matriarch energy in scripture. So why would you think that you would be any different? If they will oppress, suppress, disregard, and attempt to steal the destiny and the identity, okay, of the matriarchal energy in Revelation 12:1, what make you think they won't do it to you? What make you think they won't do it to you? You got pastors that's teaching you right now that they're the fucking bride in a marriage. If that ain't destiny swapping and identity theft, I don't know what it is. And yet somehow it's hard for y'all to believe that they won't do the same thing to you. Okay? I know y'all never hear the stuff brought up the way that it is, the way that I bring it up. And I'm glad that I'm the person that will be the first to reveal it to you, even though it's not. I've been talking about this shit for 5 years. Okay? I've been talking about it. I've been talking about the redemption of Eve and the redemption of the divine feminine energy. And it don't matter if you don't like us. It don't matter if you hate us. It don't matter if you're misogynistic or narcissistic. That divine feminine energy was pre-written in the Akashic records before any of you ever existed. That is an energy that the groom is coming back for. Do you hear me? I'm talking about coming back for. Have you ever seen a man come for his wife? Huh? Have you ever seen a man rise when you try to do something to his wife? Huh? Have y'all ever seen it? You about to experience it. Because if the pastors is saying what's true, that we're living in the last days, the groom is on his way to his bride. Okay? Now, if you know anything about Revelations 12:1, before he got to her, somebody was attempting to unalive the seed in her womb, starve her out, and unalive her, right? Just think about the messages we've been picking up about people who have been putting out hits on the divine feminine energies for these inheritances. Haven't we been talking about it, y'all? Haven't we been talking about people that's been putting hits out on people to unalive them in order to take their destinies? Don't it sound like some energies from the last days? Look at it, because if your pastor says that we're living in the last days, then he could potentially be correct. But he cannot skip over what happened to the Revelations 12:1 woman. So if what it's saying is true, and your pastor is saying we're living in the last days, could it very well be the same thing that they were attempting to do to the divine feminine energies in Revelations 12:1 is the same thing that they're attempting to do to mothers now? Because that's just what came out in this reading. It just came out in this reading. Attacking their seed. They having to hide in the wilderness. They being starved out. Spirit said in 12:1 the lady was put into hiding, and then Spirit had to send vessels to feed her. She couldn't go out and eat. She couldn't go out in public. She was being hunted. So she had to be hidden away and had to be fed until it was time for her to come out. Haven't we been talking about a lot of people going through isolation and seclusion with the hermit energy? Haven't we been talking about how you guys have been supernaturally provided for, even though people have been trying to oppress your finances and come against your finances? Don't it sound like the same thing the Divine Mother experienced in Revelations 12:1? And that's exactly what just came out in this reading right here about these Sadducees using these seduction spirits, these dragon spirits, in order to come against the divine feminine energy, to attack their seeds. Oh my. I'm a little bit ahead of my time. I understand that, okay? I understand that I'm a little bit ahead of my time, you know? I'm probably about 5-10 years ahead of my time. But you guys are getting this good old juicy energy and information. Maybe you can rethink things. Maybe you can start opening your eyes, all right? And maybe you can start connecting to the energy. All I'm trying to really do, if you're a divine feminine energy, is connect you to the energy. Once you get connected to the energy, you'll have a foundation. You'll have a base. You see what I'm saying? The reason I'm so confident and I'm so sure is because I study and I know. I'm connected to the energy. I'm not pulling something out because pastor said it. I'm not pulling something out because I read it in a book. I'm not pulling something out because somebody, is a mentor and a guide and they told me this way. No, I'm a divine feminine energy. I feel and I have been oppressed and suppressed. I have been attacked as a divine mother. I have experienced being, having to be hidden for my protection. I've experienced having to be fed because people have attacked my finances. So I have experienced what the divine feminine mother in Revelations 12:1. So I can relate. So I'm connected with that energy. It's hard for you guys to connect with a source when you have none. You don't know where the energy is coming from that you're connecting to, that you're attempting to connect to. Some of you guys are not connecting with any energy. So what I try my best to do in these readings is connect you with a source, connect you with an energy, connect you with a foundational truth and fact that you can go and research for yourself. Because you need to connect, you need to plug in order for you to be powerful, which we saw in this reading today with the Four of Pentacles is what these people is fighting over. You have to be able to connect with a source. You got to plug in. So if you're a divine feminine energy, read Revelations 12:1. Especially if you're a believer. Okay, especially if you subscribe to the Most High God. Okay, And I'm so excited again to be bringing you these new time messages, all right? Now, this message will only be available for replay to my members, okay? So make sure you guys are becoming a part of the membership section so you can have access to these teachings, okay? Because once I go offline, off live, these are not teachings that's available to the public. My readings aren't available to the public, okay? Won't nobody be taking my messages and teaching them unless they a member and you pay for them, okay? Because this shit right here, these people gonna start turning into books. People take my information, they turn them into classes. Y'all be buying people's classes and shit, and they done came here and got information from me, okay? Revelations 12:1. All right, anything else, Holy Spirit? Let's close this out, please, and thank you. Look, I'm telling you, celebrate. I'm telling you, see what I told you? As soon as you connect with the fucking energy, boom, there's your source. 3 of Cups, celebration, abundance. But you gotta connect to the energy. You gotta know where the source is coming from. See, when we talk about abundance, when we talk about finances, when we talk about, you being relieved from poverty, you got to find the source. Well, the abundant source is the divine feminine energy. This is where your inheritance is. And this is for this particular reading only because energy shifts and changes. So tomorrow it could be different. But today, the abundant energy is connected with the divine feminine energy. Okay, that's your spiritual inheritance. Matriarchal energy for whoever is picking up, your abundance is connected to the divine feminine energy. Now, I know some of you men out there, you hate your mothers. I know y'all hate your mothers. But if you do, and your mother isn't a divine feminine energy, then you still have to find who that divine feminine energy is. If the divine feminine energy is not your mother, masculine or feminine, there's a divine feminine energy that you need to connect with because that's the abundant energy, 3 of Cups. If it's not you, divine feminine, then find the divine feminine in your energy because that's the source that's connected to the abundance, masculine. Find the divine feminine energy that's connected to the 3 of Cups, abundance, okay? If it's not your mother, okay? If it's not your lover, it's somebody's connected to the source, the feminine energy source. Okay, if it's not you, it's somebody in your energy. Take it as it resonates, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, look, filmmaker. It's going to make the news, y'all. This is going to make the news. This abundance, this celebratory energy, this divine feminine dominant energy is going to make the news. I'm telling you, divine feminine, it's your time. Yes, you were fought like hell. Yes, you're being fought like hell. Yes. Because we've been dealing with a patriarchal society that doesn't want to play fair with us, okay? Instead of loving us and giving us equal to give and take, they've attempted to reverse time and suppress and oppress the divine feminine energy here, all right? And the divine feminine energy has had to have fortitude to bounce back because our own patriarchal energy has came against us for full control. Now, that's historical. I don't know a lot of history, don't give a fuck about it, but you can take it and turn it into an individual story. There's a patriarch in your energy that wanted to suppress and oppress you, okay? Instead of giving something, making something fair in your life, okay? Instead of giving you equal to give and take, they wanted to oppress you. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles, because you are independent and stable on your own, because you are a matriarchal energy, divine feminine energy. You can't help it. You cannot help it. It's your birthright. This is what these people do not understand. And they trying to give your birthright here to these fallen angel energies here and create the narrative. These people want to change the narrative. They want to take the Revelations 12:1 woman and turn her into like a Rahab, like a Rahab energy. I wouldn't be surprised if they start saying that the woman in the 12:1 energy is Rahab the prostitute, or Tamar who had a baby by the father. They're going to turn, when they start talking about that Revelations 12:1 woman, watch they turn her into some type of prostitute or like a hot pocket, thought pocket energy, like a karmic. like a Lilith. They're going to say, oh, it's Lilith, or, you know, oh, it's Rahab, the prostitute that was the spy for, you know, or they're going to say it was Tamar, you know, watch, it's going to be everybody but who it is. I'm also picking up, you guys, on the number 12, okay? I'm feeling like there's some type of inaccuracy, okay? Either to the disciples or either to the tribes. I'm picking up here that for some reason they could have made this energy like 12 tribes and 12 disciples, but I feel like it's 13. I feel like it's 13 tribes, and I feel like it's 13 disciples. I don't know where that came from. That was just a side note, like a sidebar. Okay, I don't know how true that is. That's just something I picked up yesterday. Don't know where it came from. I probably should be channeling all these downloads I got, but god dang, I get overwhelmed sometimes. Okay. All right, yeah. Collective, whoever you are, you're showing up as the activist, the truth teller, the one with the facts, the wisdom. Okay, you have some type of like the spirit of truth that is backing you here. Okay, yeah, and the wheel is turning in your favor, collective. I'm telling you, you're a reincarnate. You guys, this energy of, like I said, the alpha and the omega is coming through. All right, some of you guys are the rebirth, okay, of these ancestral energies, divine feminine energies, advocating, okay? You guys are going to be celebrated, okay? So there's going to be some type of celebration here, okay? There's going to be some type of abundant energy, okay, for you. This is going to make the news. Somebody here, somebody, then I'm getting this. I got to get out of here. I've been on here for too long. Somebody's going to make the news. Somebody's going to make the news, or this topic is going to make the news for, yeah, something about your power. Divine feminine, it's y'all's time. It's y'all's time. These patriarchal energies, these Sadducees, and these seduction masculines, these seducers, they've been competing with y'all. But you hold the power, baby. Four of Pentacles to the activist energy, the advocate energy. You hold the power, collective. You're connected to, and if you're not a matriarch, let's say you're not a matriarch, you don't subscribe to it, you don't believe it. You are the descendant of the ultimate matriarch, which is the Revelations 12:1 woman. I hope you connect with the source. You can identify that source as however you identify the source, okay? I didn't put a name on that Revelations 12:1 woman because, you know, I allow people the freedom to believe how they want to believe and who they want to believe. So use that according to however it is to connect with your source. But you are a descendant of the mother, the divine mother, and that's who that divine mother is, okay? And her groom is coming back to get her. And that's a whole nother topic. And I think actually I'm going to go ahead and schedule that topic for tomorrow at 7:00 p.m. We will take a look at the groom, okay? And what this is going to tell us is the groom energy, the collective grooms, those masculines that are designated to be coverings for the divine feminine energies, like the groom is the covering for the 12:1 woman. So tomorrow I will be tapping into that energy at 7:00 p.m. All right, I will try my best to link it in the description below so that you guys could be taken to this continuation. Let's continue tomorrow with the groom energy. We'll try to figure out how the groom is coming in as it pertains to this feminine energy. We'll look at that. And yeah, collective, celebratory energy, abundant energy. It's your birthright. You are the descendant of the divine mother. And connect with source. That's your energy reading. I hope it helped you guys. Like I said, this replay will be available to the members in the membership section. And I was late today. That's why I'm in the dark. All right. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be on time, 7 p.m. Pacific time. I'll see you then. You guys have a beautiful night. Call your energy back, and I will be online taking calls for personal readings for the next hour. All right, so I'll be online to 11 p.m. and then I'll be back online tomorrow at 11 a.m. All right, you guys have a beautiful night. Bye.